Namaste, welcome back to our immersion. This episode we're focusing on the hips, okay? And we're going to do a really wonderful hip releasing sequence here. We're going to walk all around the hips, the major ranges of motion, inside, outside, front and back. So we should feel quite good by the time we're finished. Hip openers are a really nice way also to ground yourself. So if you feel that there's a lot of stress or you're anxious, mind's very fast, hip openers are very grounding. They pull us right in the body. And they can also be very emotional. Sometimes we release emotion. So it's a nice way to let go of some of that stuff we're holding on to. Enjoy your practice. Let's begin. We're going to start in a squat position. Okay, so I'll always give you a few variations here today for the sequence. So this is a general setup. You're sitting with the feet pointed out, knees pressed back with your elbows. If this is too much for you, sit down. You can take the same sequence, or same posture, pardon me, but with the hips on the floor. Less stress on the joints. Okay. I had a baby a year ago, and so the hip opening sequence was wonderful for pregnancy. If there's any pregnant women out there, congratulations, and do this sequence a lot. Okay? It's very good to prepare you for birth. Let's take a few deep breaths here. The breath helps release the muscle tension, the mind tension, and also helps us become more present. Slow, deep breaths. Relaxing the face, particularly the jaw. One more breath. And then ragdoll. We're just going to hang upside down, toes forward. Feel into your body. You might walk your knees out a little or sway your body. But the whole backside gets a nice release here. Slowing the breath. Okay. Bring the hands down to the floor, knees down. We're going to move into gecko lunge now. Right leg forward. And bring your hands to the inside of your leg. Walk your left knee back. You want to make sure the knee's not crossed over the midline. Okay? There's some space left to right between the foot and the knee. Option A, just staying on your hands. Option B, you might have a bolster or a block taking you halfway down. Or if it's available to you, you can come right down onto your elbows. And I'm going to offer you another option. Whether you're on your hands or your elbows, you can reach around with your right arm and hold the back leg. And this goes much deeper into the thigh and hip flexor. So feeling into your body there. The right shoulder's rolled open in this case. Okay. And so, all those sensations come out. This is not easy. There's quite a lot of intense sensations. So let's bring in our skillful means. Yeah, we're going to bring in our breathing, our presence, our equanimity. So we're not filled with judgments or appraisals. Just holding at an appropriate edge, a place that you can still access that peacefulness. Three more breaths. The jaw is relaxed. Your eyes are relaxed. No tension in your head. One more big breath. You can always shift that edge a little more, drawing the foot closer to the bottom. And then release. We're going to take a complementary posture now. Lift the hips up and take your hands on either side of the foot. Lift the hips up. And then shift the weight to the back foot. Back leg will be straight. Left hip twists forward. So this is good form. Your front knee can be really bent in the setup. Okay? And then the knee can press back. So this is one option.
Okay, another option, you might find it more relaxing, you could put a pillow under your knee,
Straighten that front leg and then bow over your front leg.
Okay, 2 options. You choose the one that feels right for you. Holding. And one thing we want to be aware of is that we're not wiggling the whole time. Yeah, wiggling body, wiggling mind. So another skillful means these 2 qualities go together: steadiness and calmness. A nice steady hold. It's not gripping, it's not aggressive, it's just steady, complemented by calmness, a sense of ease. And these 2 together give you tremendous clarity. It's like a high resolution picture, yeah? The details fill in, and you respond to that, the information that's arising. Bringing in the breath. Inhale's giving you energy and pouring in prana into the posture. The exhales, anywhere you're noticing tension, you can release it out. It's just 1 breath at a time. 2 more breaths. Nice long exhale. Feel free to sigh, moan, whatever feels spontaneous there that will serve you. Okay. Bend your front knee, step forward, and switch your feet. Your right leg now coming back. Long stance, knee down. Bring your hands to the inside of the leg. Walk your right knee back. Shoulders relaxed. Option to bring your elbows down. Option to windmill the left arm behind you. And hold the back foot. And breathing there. Holding about 1 minute. Really deep breaths. So once the breath starts integrating, the moment you start to breathe, that's the moment your mind starts to relax. When the mind relaxes, the body also releases. Wonderful. You start to notice that connection very clearly. Yeah. Also, the moment the breath slows, it's the moment more focus and presence comes in, more mindfulness. Such a gift, that breath, such a powerful tool. About 3 more breaths here. If you choose to go deeper, you deepen on exhale by relaxing. So it's a little equation in your mind. Yeah. Exhale equals relax. Yeah, equals deepen. Yeah, so only deepening by relaxing, never by forcing. Okay, shifting to the separate leg stretch now, lifting up through the hips. And shift the weight backwards. Again, you have the option of taking the knee down on the floor with the leg straight in front of you and bowing. Squaring the hips. Shoulders, neck, always a soft zone. I always like to imagine when I'm practicing that there's sort of a bubble up here, yeah, and all those old astronaut helmets that we see in those old movies, and that's your zone of softness. So soft in the jaw, so soft in the throat. Lips, eyes, temples. You've got your Buddha eyes, yeah? A gesture of contentment and compassion. Face is fascinating, very interesting. When your eyes are squeezing, there's tension in the mind. Yeah. Soft face, deep flowing breaths, and we start to witness the release of the tension in the body and mind. We can really enjoy that. You deserve it. Yeah, body gets tight. We work hard. Yeah, everybody working hard, and so giving yourself this gift. Okay. Inhale, coming forward. Stepping forward and bowing. Holding the back of the heels and just drawing the body down the legs. 5. As the body opens, pressing the knees back. 4. Whole body awareness. 3. Big breath in. Imagine you're filling like a balloon. Exhale, tension washing out. The last breath. Bend your knees and come to a cross-leg position. Take a breath in and out and just feel the effects of that posture. Really open the front and the back of the hips there. Emphasis and for that range of motion. Now we're going to emphasize the outside and then the insides of the legs. Roll forward to your hands and knees. Good old pigeon pose. It's a love-hate relationship, it can feel like it. So inhale, coming up, and then exhale, right knee forward. And bring the foot to the opposite side of your mat. Walk your left knee back, peek over your left shoulder and check that the leg's straight behind you, knee pointing down. Okay. And then lay the body down. I'm going to give you an option in a moment if you feel like this is too much for you. Okay. If the weight of your body against gravity is too much on your joints, perhaps there's been an injury, for example, then you lie on your back and you bring the right foot on your knee. The knee opens like a book. The right hand threads through and you hold the left leg. And the right foot, the top foot, flexes, and that protects the outer joint of the smaller joints. We're targeting the big hip joint, yeah? So we want to protect the smaller joints of the ankle and knee. So flexing the foot helps with that. There's another, if this is hard to reach, if you find it's really, you can't relax in this position, then place your foot against a wall, that left foot, and you can make lots of space. Okay? And then this will also be a nice way to relax in the posture. So thread the needle posture. I'll join you in the pigeon pose. So when we're doing long holding postures, it's more of a yin approach to healing and transformation. There are some things that just work. It's not out of strictness or dogma, but what we find is that holding steadily and holding calmly just really works. So we can set an intention there. If you're still wiggling around a lot, set an intention, okay, in the next breath or two I'm going to find that sort of a bittersweet sensation there, the spot that you'd like to hold. And we settle in. And then our awareness can start to move beyond just the body. We'll still be very much aware of the body, but we're going to add breath awareness now. Slowly breathing in and out. You can visualize the inhale pouring into the hips, bringing vitality into those newly opening areas. When the exhale rolls out, right, the gift of the exhale is that it releases tension, a sense of struggle. So it can be physical tension or mental tension. So let's practice that. Take a breath in, and then letting go a bit more. So it's letting go of the resistance to anything that's arising. Letting go of resistance to yourself and to the moment. We relax. If there's pain, of course, we back out. So we can respond to the moment, but not fighting, arguing with ourselves. Breathing in and out. So our mind is now aligned. Integration, integrity. Mind is aligned with what we're doing, supporting, cooperating. Is peaceful watching, present, it's kind. Just a few more breaths. The face is so soft. The jaw, the eyes. One more breath. Feel free to sigh if that feels natural. Slow motion. Come up to your hands. No rush. And lean to the right side. And then that will just help us unravel. And we can roll onto the back and take a few moments to appreciate the effects of that posture. Not too much extraneous movement. You just come to rest and your body takes care of the rest. Infinite intelligence within you. Breathing in. Releasing tension. Softening. Okay, hug your knees in. One side feels very different than the other. So let's balance that out. Rolling up. Okay, pigeon pose on the other side now. Left leg forward. Right knee starts behind that foot and walks back. The more space between the heel and the hip, the deeper we go. Yeah, so we'll feel a stronger stretch. If there's any pain, please tuck the foot under more. Laying the body down. Again, you have the same option to turn over onto your back and take thread the needle posture. I'll demonstrate again in a moment. Those of you taking pigeon, this posture here, set an intention to really find the posture you'll hold and cultivate steadiness and ease. If you're taking thread the needle, you lie on your back. Left foot comes on top and we open the knee. Foot flexed on top. Left hand threads through and we hold the leg. As the right knee moves towards you, you'll feel a deepening in the stretch. Similarly, as the left knee moves away from you. Wherever you choose to be there 100%. Yeah. Mindfulness. And the wonderful partner of mindfulness, yeah, equanimity. And kindness. Breathing in, nourishing with the breath. Breathing out any resistance. If there's any sense of appraisal, like good or bad at this posture, yeah, just let that go. And rather, when we're practicing from a place of, I'm giving myself a gift, I'm nourishing, I'm honoring myself. It's such a shift. And the pressure is released, yeah, taking the pressure off. So we can go into receiving mode. Nothing to do or fix or change, add or subtract. Just receiving this posture, receiving the breath. The jaw is soft. The eyes are soft. Throat. Neck and shoulders. Sighing if it feels natural. 3 more breaths. 2 generous breaths. One more. Threading our meditation through to Shavasana. Inhale, coming to your hands, take your time. Exhale, rolling to the left and onto your back, and rest. Whole body awareness. Deep breaths. And really feel the effects of that hip opening pigeon pose. Many of you might find it relieves a lot of lower back tension if you find that you're challenged by that. One more big breath in and out. Good. And we'll continue with separate leg, wide leg, separate separate leg stretching. So hug your knees in. And then roll up. And now we'll take the legs out to either side. So this one, we find that many of us, and actually men more than women in general, will be rolling back. Okay? Or if you've done a lot of running, we get stuck. So it's better to bend your knees. What we want is to feel like the hips can tip forward. There's that range of motions accessible to us. So bending the knees and having your hands behind you will work for you in that case. However, if your legs are down, and you feel like, I still can move forward, then bring your hands in front. Okay. Inhale, lengthen through your spine. The legs are flexed. And then exhale, walk the hands forward. If your hands are behind you, you'll just start working your knees down on the exhale. Okay? And hands will be helping move the hips forward. Okay? So it might look like this, it might look like this. Okay? When you inhale, remind that spine to lengthen. And if the legs are straight, also lengthening. When you exhale, relax. And that's potentially when the body can shift into depth. Either way, we're releasing tension when we exhale. Inhale. Releasing. Possibly deepening. And we free up the neck and shoulders so there's no emergency messages there, no stress messages. The jaw, the eyes are soft. 1 minute. Cultivating steadiness. Not aggressive. It's not wiggly. Just steady hold. And calming, calming, softening, softening. It's a body and a mind thing. Mind is softening. Deepening self-acceptance. Moment acceptance. And we notice as the mind comes into that place of acceptance, the body starts to unravel, it starts to release. A big breath in and out, one more. Take your hands under your shoulders if you're down and come on back up. Hug your knees in. You might be just holding your knees or wrapping right around holding the elbows. And then bring your right leg out and your left leg in. Janu Shirshasana. Classic posture, so good for you. So the foot comes to the inner thigh. Turn your body square to your leg. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive down. Okay. If you feel like you're really rounding the back or falling backwards, then just bend your knee more. This way you can pivot your hips. You're also welcome to adjust the hand position. Perhaps you're holding your shin. So it might look like this. Okay. If you're getting very deep, you might move into binding, grabbing the wrist. 5. Let's go right to our breath. 4. Breathe into the top. Empty to the bottom. And with that exhale, you release. The whole system releasing. 3. 2. Relax the face. Last breath. Let's thread our meditation to the other side. Inhale, rising up. Take an exhale just to feel, receive. Switching sides. Inhale, arms up, open the spine, swan dive. Imagine someone's pulling the heart with a string forward, bending your knee as much as you need to, finding your first edge, gentle edge. Taking the hand position that supports, holding the posture steadily, calmly. Breath is flowing smoothly, deeply. 5. 4. You really feel the lower back also on the left side getting targeted here. Never too much. Just the right amount where you can relax, where you can breathe. You feel like you're getting nourished. One more big breath. Releasing tension. Inhale up. Both legs forward. Okay, so we'll do it this way here. Pardon me. Okay. And just before we straighten out the legs, take your hands on the front of the knees and crawl your ribs up the thighs. And your mind's making a note there. Yep, I feel that my spine's open. Then you can walk the hips back, widening the sits bones. Okay. Flex the feet, and you can grab the big toes. So your scissor fingers there, chop. Let's call them the peace fingers, even better. Yeah? Grab the big toes. Shoulders back, long neck. Okay, here's our setup. This might already be very deep for you. Okay, so you might hold here. Take a breath, inhale, lengthen spine. And then maybe the heels can slide forward more. If the legs are down, we continue, still lengthening the spine. Inhale. Hips start to pivot. Feeding the belly down the legs, crown of the head pointing forward. Shoulders back. As the inhale pours through, it's like it's moving through the spine and inchworming the spine forward. The exhale. A little more tension releases. One breath at a time. Relax your jaw. Relax your eyes. Relax the heart. Gentle, gentle. Soft smile. Deep breath. Inhale up. And laying back down. So nice. Enjoy. Let's take a few breaths here. You can feel all those sensations in the body. Body is settling. Inhale, belly rises. Exhale, belly falls. Release the jaw, the throat, the eyelids, and that space between your eyebrows, very soft, wide. And we rest, connecting to that deeper wisdom that can guide us. Namaste.